Hello and welcome to Farm Matters. In this tutorial we'll be looking at how to add a miscellaneous treatment. The first question is, what is a miscellaneous treatment? Well, a miscellaneous treatment is a treatment that isn't intended for cattle or sheep. The target animals for this treatment would be things like dogs, cats, horses and pigs. If I begin by choosing the Medical tab at the top of the screen, and then we can choose Miscellaneous Treatments, you will see this brings us to the grid screen. If I right click, I can then choose Add Treatment. This screen appears, and as you can see, there are three options available to you. Standard Treatment. This is a standard treatment administered either by yourself or the vet, where the medicine used comes from your stock cupboard. Vet administered treatment. This is a treatment by the vet using medicine supplied directly from the vet and not already in your stock cupboard. And thirdly, the management procedure and veterinary operations, a treatment that does not include the use of any medicines. If I choose the standard treatment on this occasion, I will need to input the relevant information. You will see where it is identification. This is a free text box where you can add in the information as you like. In this example, we'll say the treatment is for Max the dog, and we'll add who it's administered by and the location, and then we can click Next. This screen is where you can now add the information in for the actual treatment. And now we can start to add the details of the medicine. So if we choose the medicine name, in this example, Rheumacox, and we can add the dosage and the treatment reason. If you wish to add a second medicine to the same treatment, you would do this by choosing the green plus sign here. If you click that, you can see this then adds a second medicine for you to update. If you wish to remove a medicine from a treatment, you simply choose the X here, and this will remove it from the screen. If you need to purchase a medicine or a supplement, you can do this by using the icons here. Red is for a medicine and green is for a supplement. And you would do this in exactly the same way that you would normally do this when purchasing a medicine or a supplement. So if we choose a medicine on this example, and we will choose Tramadol, we can choose it, and then we would need to fill in this part the same way that we normally would. So we add the purchase quality, you can add the costing if you wish, you can add the batch number, and then the supplier, the usage type, your usage reason, and most importantly, an expiry date. We add the expiry and then we can click next, and go through the screens until we finish. And as you can see, that has now been added in. We then need to input the information, the dose per animal, and then we can click next. And then we click next again, and then finish. And as you can see, this miscellaneous treatment has now been added. I would also like to show you a vet administered treatment. So if we choose to add treatment again, and this time choose vet administered treatment, we can add the details in. On this occasion, we'll be using Gino the cat as our example. We fill the screen in the same way as we did before, and we click next. We then need to choose the medicine, so we can do this, and then we can choose Amodip chewable tablets for cats, and then we need to change this to generic because we're going to use 1 unit, and then we need to fill in the screen the same way that we would normally do so. We need to add a batch number in, and then who the supplier was, and then also an expiry date, and then we can click next again, and then next, and then finish. As you can see, the treatment has now been complete and added to your grid. There may be occasions where you need to edit or undo the treatment. Simply right click on the treatment that you would like, and you can choose View Edit Treatment, where you can edit some of the details or add some notes if you wish. If you need to undo the treatment altogether, you can right click on the treatment, choose Management, and then Undo Treatment. You will be given this confirmation screen where you can then click Yes, and as you can see, the treatment has now been removed. If you need to look at your medicine book, simply right click on the grid and choose Reports and then Medicine Book. You can then click the preview, and this brings up all of your medicines. Quite simply, if you wish to print, you use the print icon in the top left hand corner. As you can see, the treatments that we did earlier on Max the dog are there, and the ones that we did on Gino the cat have been removed. Hopefully, some of the things that you've watched will help you maximise your use of the program. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and click the subscribe button below.